Mammalian breathing system. So, the definition of ventilation is the movement of air into and out of the lungs. So, inspiration is when you breathe in. And for inspiration to occur, the external intercostal muscles contract. This means that the rib cage lifts up and out. The diaphragm contracts and flattens. And because the rib cage has moved up and out and the diaphragm is flattened, the volume of the thorax increases and therefore the pressure decreases below atmospheric, and then air moves down its pressure gradient into the lungs. So just a quick note to say that inspiration or breathing in requires energy from ATP for respiration, for muscle contraction. So again, inspiration or breathing in is where the external intercostal muscles contract, the rib cage lifts up and out, the diaphragm contracts and flattens. That causes the volume of the thorax to increase, the pressure decreases below atmospheric, and then air moves down its pressure gradient into the lungs. Then expiration is where the external intercostal muscles relax. Therefore, the rib cage drops down and in. The diaphragm relaxes and therefore pings back into its dome position. So the ribs have moved down and in, the diaphragm's moved up, and that causes the volume of the thoracic cavity to decrease, and therefore the pressure increases to above atmospheric, and therefore air moves down its pressure gradient out of the lungs. So again, expiration and breathing out, the external intercostal muscles relax, the rib cage moves down and in, the diaphragm relaxes and goes back to its dome position and lifts up, therefore the volume of the thorax decreases, pressure increases, and therefore air moves down its pressure gradient and out of the lungs. Just a few definitions now. So pulmonary ventilation is a measure of the amount of air taken in and out of the lungs in a given time. So pulmonary ventilation measured in decimeters cubed per minute equals the tidal volume times by the ventilation rate in minutes. And the tidal volume equals the volume of air taken in at each breath when the body is at rest. Ventilation rate is a number of breaths taken per minute.